Hey everybody. So today we're going to cover what 3 things that you should focus on when selling. Now, let me know if you felt like you just are word vomiting all over people and you just can't stop getting that out there. Let me know if you feel like you're just giving details on details and details and you just feel like you're losing your audience. And let me know if you feel like you're breaking the 80-20 rule when you are just giving all these details that honestly, do more than 20% of people actually care about that? If you're looking at the 80-20 rule, well, I'm going to tell you, I have been breaking the 80-20 rule in the past, giving details because that's what I want to know, but most people, they don't really even care about that. And so learning how to give people the information they need based on where they're at, and then continuing to provide value for them afterwards, that's going to help you with this whole selling thing. So if you are in that space, go ahead and put hashtag word vomit, because I've been in that space. And I actually did this video yesterday, but it was so important that I want to do it again today, because yesterday's video I was having some major audio issues. So I came back out live today to help resolve this. Just hanging out at the park, just took a few minutes away with my kids. My wife showed me that the video had my own audio playing back over it. So we're gonna fix this, because this is a super important conversation for your business. So my name is Levi Hunsaker with JillandLeviHunsaker.com, and if you're joining us live, let me know where you're coming in from. Let's see if I've got the chat up. Okay, so let me know where you're coming in from if you're joining live, and if you are catching this on the replay, put hashtag replay in the chat there. So what really brought this up is I was thinking about this a couple of different ways in the past few months, even the past 6 months. And I'm going to tell you a little story about the movie Tommy Boy. So if you've seen the movie Tommy Boy, you're going to get this right away. If you haven't, I highly recommend going in to watch it. And yeah, so in a story, Tommy Boy, his dad passes away, and him and another guy from the company, they go out on the road, and they are actually going out to try and sell brake pads, car parts, to save this company, to save the family legacy. And this guy, he's just like a classic screw up. And so I can totally relate there. If you can totally relate, drop me a 1. But he goes out and he's sitting there talking, and he just keeps talking, and he doesn't know when to stop talking. And he just completely destroys the conversation. So then they go out and sit down to lunch with the two of them, him and his partner. And he's sitting there talking to this waitress about being Jojo the idiot boy and his shiny new penny, and talking about how he keeps talking, and he's holding this roll in his hand, and he just destroys the roll, and it's breadcrumbs are covering the table. And he says, "I killed my pet, I killed my sale." And sometimes we get excited, sometimes we get we feel like we have to just tell everybody how awesome everything is, and they don't need to know it. So there are a couple of practical tips that I've been able to learn, and I'm going to share some of those with you. So the first thing we're going to get into is, before we start talking about the things that you should be doing, we're going to talk about the don'ts. So the first thing is, it's not about the features. It's not about all the bells and whistles of the product or your service. It's not about even so much results of other people, because what somebody really wants to know is what's in it for them. So it's not about the results, it's not about the before and after pictures, it's not about the details, it's not about the looks, it's about what they believe for themselves that they're going to get out of this. And so that right there, make sure that you are not just word vomiting all over them, right? Nobody likes to be word vomited all over. That's going to drive so many people away just by continuing to talk. So the first tip I've got for you is to really focus on stories about what's in it for them. So help them understand what's in it for them. you're going to focus on the benefits. So you first have to understand the problem of what they're seeing for them in where they're at, and then focus on the benefits that it's going to help them overcome. When you can focus on the benefits and helping them overcome those things, that's when you're going to be able to help your prospects, your customers, new team members really be able to I guess overcome whatever mindset challenges or personal challenges, whether that's self-limiting beliefs, whether that's actual physical challenges that they're dealing with, to be able to get over this and move forward. Make sure that you're focused on how it's going to help them, how it's going to benefit them, what it's going to give them, what it's going to help them achieve, because when you can focus from problem to solution, you build a buying bridge back and forth between the problem and the solution. And one awesome thing is if you can speak to somebody in a way that they know you understand so well what the problem is that they're going through, they're also going to implicitly think to themselves that you have a solution to that problem, because you understand the problem and they know that what that problem is. And if they're searching for the solution, you just might be it. So the second thing is you're going to meet them where they're at. So tip number 2 is meet them where they're at. And that's all about understanding that problem and speaking to them about where they're at with that problem and how to move forward. So really what you're doing is you're becoming a professional problem solver. And let me know, have you ever seen a post online, a video, a post, whatever, and you just sit and think, oh man, I feel really naked right now. And by that I mean, I feel like they understand my inner desires, my inner thoughts, and they really, they get me. They get what I'm going through. And think about what happened next after you saw that poster ad. Did you engage? Did you buy something? Did you subscribe to something? What happened for you after that? So think about the process that you've gone through and really create something similar for the people that you're trying to help, the people that you're trying to reach. And the third thing is you really want to focus on this is something that I had a major issue with. When they say they're ready to go and you sit and think, oh man, but you still need to know all this information over here, we're just scratching the surface. Well, that's going to get people into information overwhelm. So you've got to know when to stop talking. When is the right time to stop talking in that conversation? Because if they say they're going to buy and you just keep talking, you're going to talk yourself in and out of a sale in the same conversation. So instead, one of the things that led me to do that is I felt like they needed to know all the information so that they could make a good buying decision. And what it really came down to is me having a similar conversation to this right now with one of my mentors, JT DeBolt. And I was in that same place where I felt like they needed to know more. Well, for me, I know when I go to buy something that I have researched the crap out of that thing. I know every little product detail. I know everything, so that when I go to buy, it's like I don't need a lot of information. I'm just ready to buy. So that's what it looks like for me. And so I felt like I was needing to give everybody else that level of information, and not everybody needs that. Sometimes they do, but make sure you're asking good questions. And when somebody says that they're ready to go, that doesn't mean they're ready to go after you give them a million more details. That means they're ready to go. So listen to what they're telling you. And a lot of times all the information and maybe even onboarding and training and all these other things that you're going to give them, that can all happen after the sale is done, because you're still going to continue to give them 5-star service. You're still going to continue to give them the things that they need to move forward, because you're committed to their success as much as you're committed to your own. So make sure that you stay focused on helping them make a decision and then letting them follow through on that decision. And then you can put everything else into it, into your onboarding process. And that might look different for every person, and that's completely okay based on where they're at. So let me know if you got some value out of this, and which tip is going to be your best tip to help you with your buying and selling conversations. And if you're just sitting here thinking, yeah, but I still don't know what to do, I'm stuck, put #help below in the chat, and what I will do is I will reach out to you. Let's set up a time and have a conversation on how you can move forward into getting having better closing conversations in your business. So once again, drop #help below and I will reach out to you with details on how we can connect. So with that, have a great day, everybody.